visit some brother out on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? I hope everything with you is wonderful. But with no further ado, let me just get right into it. I am going to be reading on Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. What is it that I want to know about them? I want to know, what is it do I want to know? I want to know, can they make it through what they're going through?
That's a good question.
Can they make it through this obstacle? Because word on the curve is that they broke up, but they haven't officially broke up, from what I understand. Like, it's still hope. And them being together ever since 2016, and they have a daughter together. I would hate for them to break up. How many times? I mean, they got him, she's been engaged, they haven't did it. And I think it could just be that they haven't been able to come together with scheduling. Because he's an actor, am I right? And she's a performer. Well, she's a singer-songwriter. So you have a singer-songwriter and he's an actor. I guess they in the entertainment field, but what was his last movie?
Let's see.
What was his last one? That's going to tell me a lot. What was his last movie in the year that he made it in?
He starred in a boxing film called The Cut in 2024.
Okay, so he's active. And has he played in anything else?
He plays in a TV series called To the Edge.
Okay.
That also premiered in 2024.
And that's still on air?
I'm not sure. Let's see if he's done anything this year. All right. It doesn't seem like anything has been released this year that he's acted in.
But he's not on that show? He's still not on that TV show, The Cut, or whatever?
Okay.
Because I'm really getting, I just want to know this about him before I make an assessment.
No, it is not. It was just one season.
One season, so it didn't go far. Okay, so he's an actor, and obviously he's been busy.
Yes.
And so he was busy last year. She was busy on concert. But let me give you my interpretation of Katy Perry. Now, it just seems to me that it's a lot of white girls that don't like Katy Perry.
Surprisingly, yes.
I'm shocked over that.
I am too.
I adore Katy. And a lot of people think that her concerts are goofy. I feel as though it's young.
Yep, that's her style.
That's just who she is. Maybe you all feel as though she needs to grow up and be more not so nutcrackerish.
Oh, okay.
Like her show seems like a nut. It's just how old is she now? She's 40. She's gotta be in her 40s. I could be wrong. I'm wrong sometimes in the age thing, but I'm thinking either she's in her late 30s.
Yep, she's 40.
She's 40 years old, right? So it could be a little too young for the women that follow her and seeing all this circus stuff going on. You're like a grown woman, maybe tame it a little with the little munchkins and all of that. It's like, do she keep that alive?
Right.
Or does she change and be more mature?
That's true.
Because people are certainly not liking her concerts. They feel as though it's too much going on, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I have seen a few clips of it. Actually, just speaking of her concert, actually a fan had actually been able to manage to get on stage and was actually able to touch Katy Perry.
Right.
And the security guards was a little bit, took their time to get there. It wasn't too long, but it was a safe situation. But it just seems like her tour definitely has a lot going on. She's flying through the air. I don't know. She just she does do the most. She gives you a full production.
She gives you like a circus act. And And maybe people don't, her generation, it's like I'm growing out of that, Katie.
Yeah, I'm just here for your music.
I'm here for your music. I'm not here for all the thrills flying over my head and the goofy and the audience. And I'm just not here for it. And I don't know if that's how she got ahead. Do she change?
That's true.
Or do she say, this is just who I am? Or is it sometimes for you just to change and grow up? You have a daughter, or maybe she does it for her daughter. I don't know.
No, it's always been
I don't know.
Perry's stick.
It's just who she is, right? But nevertheless, it makes me wonder, is she like that in a relationship? Because her show was so scattered, well put together. Is she a scattered person?
Let's see what her zodiac
But if they've been together for 9 years, she can't be scattered. What's her zodiac?
A Scorpio.
So she's really showing a part of us that she's really not. That's just a part of her, because a Scorpion is low key. You say what? They're deadly, but they low key because they so small. You understand what I'm saying? And if you're not careful, they bite you. Yeah. Especially if you in their path. I don't think they're going to go out their way to bite you, but if you cross their path, because they so small, they're going to bite you before you step on them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So by her being a Scorpion, but then the another issue of a Scorpion too is of a serpent.
Sure.
That is big and ferocious.
Yeah.
Either way, they both showing a deadly sting.
And I think that's all in her persona, because I honestly wouldn't have expected Katy Perry to
be a Scorpio. That's exactly what I'm saying. So she could be big or she could be little. And I wonder, do she question that herself? Should I just do more of a performance, or should I just have all that's going on in my show? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And Orlando Bloom, I know he act in something. I know I've seen him in something, but I don't know. They've been together for 9 years. They have a daughter. I know that is going to be very hard. But Katie has been flaky lately.
Orlando's a Capricorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they've been together for 9 years. So we know that they compatible.
Most definitely.
Something went a wire in their relationship, because you can't tell me they passed the number 8 barely, and now they got issues, and I don't think it's fully ended, but people say it. Some commentators say it's fully ended, while other commentators say it is not.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I hope not, for the sake of the child, but also, like you said, if y'all made 9 years.
If you what?
If they made 9 years, then you guys should be able to push through anything.
I feel it's
But I feel like you definitely, like you said, it could be about the schedules not lining up.
Or finding out after all this, no need in pretending you're not here, I'm not here. When you here, I'm not. When I'm not, because they on different schedules.
Yes. She's
touring,
so
and
she's gone
for months, and then he got to make a movie, depending on where it's at, and he's busy. So it could be a conflict. It could be a conflict where they can't even plan, because if they were both singers, they could. If they were both actors, they could. But being the way that it is, they just on two opposite ends of the spectrum as far as entertaining goes. But I don't know, because there has to be a soft side and a gentler side and a very listening ear, because I always saw Scorpios as great listeners.
Yes.
So, and they could be your best friend, and they will defend you to the end if you're their friend. Even though that's just the positive. So let's just see. I think I got enough here. I think. So let's just see about Katy Perry and her relationship. And what was the question I wanted to know?
You wanted to know if they can get past.
If they can get past this moment, or is it the end for them? Can they get past this moment that they're
Yes.
going through, even though they broke up, but it's not 100
Mm-hmm.
from what I understand. And I'm coming from that viewpoint. Like they may not be, he may have moved out, but they still talk or whatever. I don't know. It isn't over till it's over. And I'm saying that's where I'm coming from. Is it over, or is there hope?
Yes.
You know, so let me lay one out because she's the biggest star for me, Katie. I'm going to lay one out for Katie, but I always say when I do a reading, I like to do the man first. So this was going to be for Orlando.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is the 5 of Pentacles. And this will be the card for Katie. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm, that is something. Oh.
Wow.
Wow is right. We both rendered speechless.
Wow.
Oh. Let's just find out what's making them feel that way.
We need
cards around.
I'm going to even lay on top of this.
Okay.
What is the problem?
Okay.
What's the beef?
Mm-hmm.
Because this card and this card let me know they both done. He's ready to move on.
Got you.
Like I'm just ready to move on. And she's like, I'm done. I can't take it no more. But he's ready to move on. You see him moving forward. You see her laying still, like just done.
Got you.
So whatever they're feeling, their sentiments are equal in a sense. Because you have a 5 and you have a 10.
Yes.
And it just seems like Katie, he could have been the drain of the relationship. Because she holds more. She's showing up as the number 10.
Gotcha.
And out of 10, there is a 5. Mm-hmm. So it just seems to me like she holds more, but I'm going to lay out the cards, but I'm going to say this. It just seems like she's going to be maybe suffer the most. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Can't make it up.
And remember, I be shuffling the cards before I even come on the air.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make it up. This is definitely a split. This is 2 people that has definitely split. I just have to give a moment for this.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like they're going to be able to make it past this.
Here, in the past, we see a queen.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here in the future. We see the magician. And let me tell you what I see about these 2. You tell me what you think.
Strong figures.
I see very strong figures. And it just seems to me, now maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. I apologize, Tara. This is the way I see it. This is the way the tarot is coming off to me. It just seems like Katy Perry is more of the money of the relationship. Okay. She seems like she's the wealthier one.
Got you.
From what I'm gathering. And here I see the magician is still working at his craft, still trying to will things in, still trying to work. Katie is established.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her money now is coming from shows. Mm-hmm. She did a album. It didn't do good.
No, it did not.
But she can afford to. She's wealthy. She went up in the spacecraft. Mm-hmm, yeah. She's wealthy. Okay. So, and she makes her money off of shows. So she's okay. But he is still, from what I'm gathering, he's still struggling for work.
Okay.
Not saying he can't get work, but being selective. You could probably get a lot of work, but what is it that you want to do? Mm-hmm. You could get offered a lot of, you can get offered a Fruit of the Loom commercial. Doesn't mean you want to do Fruit of the Loom.
That's true.
You may want to pass that up. You know, they may want you to do a Geico commercial. Mm-hmm. You may be like, I ain't doing no Geico commercial.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's offered, but what I do see, I see somebody who's really not, from me, not finished and still trying to gain more work, even though he's busy.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm sounding right, but I'm going to just lay out a
maybe
couple
like
of
work that's like he's proud of, or like work.
Yeah, work he
brings him
want to do.
money.
Yeah, work he want to do. I don't think he's pressed for money, but I just feel as though just work opportunities, because you see him here as the magician. And if you notice, she's not facing him and she's carrying a pentacle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on his table is everything. It's the magician. He works with everything. He worked with the air. He worked with the earth. He worked with fire. He works with water. He has the power of will to create whatever he wants. And for me, I'm getting, because he's pointing down at the earth, it's monetary. It's got to be about his job, his work. You know what he wants. Katie is established.
Mm-hmm.
I think as long as you're getting work, you are established as an actor.
Fair enough. That's true. Established enough to get opportunities.
Absolutely. Need to say more. So above the head, below, it's like above is sleepless night. This is just not working. It's just not even there. Maybe they're not there. And I'm tired of being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. I
And
made
they're
it up.
both
I don't even know.
nines.
Huh? And they both nines, right? And not only here's another 9 of we done came as far as we can go. We done did everything. We done shared. We done work. But it just feels like something could change. Like, I don't know. I still feel like it's hope.
Right,
I still feel it's, even though the cards are showing it's over. It's over and done.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's me, because I'm feeling like it's not over and done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So over top of, I see here, I see cups for him under the bottom. And I see on top, see what I'm really.
7 and a 7.
A 9 is a 9.
And a 7.
This is synchronicity.
Yeah, they definitely are mirroring each other in a lot of ways.
They're mirroring each other a lot. From the 5 to the 10.
Mm-hmm. To the queen, to the magician.
To the queen, to the magician. And the chariot. I don't know if Katie is ready to end it, because it just seems like it's so much history, so much time, so much has been invested, so much love, so much. I think that she wonders if ending it is the right thing to do. And as I said before, I feel as though there's doubt with her.
Okay.
Because remember, she can hold the 5. She has more.
Mm-hmm.
The cards are showing her as the upper, if you understand what I'm saying. They show her as of a room of power, and also in an area of, even though she comes all ditzy, she just seems like she knows how to be a friend to a friend.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
A girl's girl.
A girl's girl. That's how she comes off. And it doesn't seem like he's angry with her, but maybe he could be feeling like your antics, your ways, could be stifling or boring, or I want to move on, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, she comes from nostalgia. We don't invested so much. We did so much. Maybe we could work it out. If it ends, I'm not saying she won't deal with that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is what I'm picking up. I'm picking up like, she's like, we done invested so much. Do we really want to call to end? Do we just need time to think about it? She's got all these thoughts that she's thinking about in her head. Should we think about it? Don't be so hate. It does feel like it's over, but maybe we just need some time apart to think about it. But on the other hand, he's coming, when I look at him and he's the Five of Pentacles, it's like I'm moving on. I'm tired. I had enough. We've been working at it. It ain't working anymore. And it just feels like we done came to the end of the road. We done did all we had to do. Let's just try our best to move forward. Let's just call it a night. That's what I'm getting. So here, in here, this is difficult because in both instances, their backs are turned.
True.
On the side of him, as you see, him, it's like he's standing alone. And Katie seems like whatever, if I move, I gotta move with our daughter, even though they're together, but it looks like the daughter will be with her.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. It just seems like she's not fully ready to let it go. Not 100. Like her thoughts are, like if it end, but it just doesn't seem that Katie is ready to say she may be 99, but she's not 100.
Okay.
And he seems to be 100. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because she's the one that come off to seem like greater. So if she's greater, then she can incorporate him and also multitask. Being a Scorpion, I can hurt, but I'll still go on.
Yep.
I'll be miserable, but I'll go on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's what I see but I don't feel as though this night coming in as a rescue ranger saying in some kind of way, I just feel as though there's some kind of she's not fully ready to let go. Because on the side of him, and this is the future, not saying they're going to get back together.
Right. I mean, even it's facing inwards, like she's still ready to like turn
around and like she's not at 100%. She may be 99, but she's not 100. And it just seems again, here he is again, ready to move on.
Could it be for the sake of the family? Well, like you said,
it could be, I'm sure. But I also feel as though for him, I'm just ready. Like he looked like, even though I'm splitting the cards up, but it just looked like he's ready. It's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to move on. And this is a wand and this is a wand. And they both the end. And here, this one is saying, I'm not 100.
I do have a question for you, full of cards.
Yes.
I want to know, is Katy Perry and Orlando compatible? Oh, okay.
Oh, we just had this conversation.
We did just have
Isn't that something that showed up?
It sure did. Well, in terms of compatibility, the best thing I can say is at one point they was compatible. However, now as time has changed and the years have evolved, they are just going two separate paths.
Yeah. They do not agree with each other, especially with Judgment, because Judgment is a card that shows this is after death. This is a resurrection. And the resurrection is, I think that at the end, I think that he's tired. I think that he's done all. I think it's him.
Okay.
She ain't helping.
Fair enough.
But I think it's him, if that makes sense. So like I was saying, when I think about this is a resurrection. This is judgment. This is like after, you died, and then after you die, come the judgment. And you see the angel up there. This is number 22, meaning it's not over. It's over for where they are.
It's 20.
Yes, it's not a 21. Right. It's 20. And what I'm saying, it's next to the last of the major arcana. So this is like coming to the end. It's like they have ended it. They are at the end. It's at the end. Here, it seems like something they're struggling with. It seems like their ending is a struggle, and it just seems like it isn't easy. But when you think about nines are endings, and it is definitely an end. And I just feel as though they were so compatible, but yet the things that appear that make them compatible now are the things that come against them.
Yes.
And what is that? It's like fire and water. And now the most of the cards here are fire and water. And so with the water cards, 3, 1, 2. I can't see.
No, those are just the 2 fire cards.
1 and 2. None of these major arcana. This is water, right?
No, that's water. Air.
Earth. Nevertheless, how many earth cards do we have? 1,
2.
And we have 2 major arcanas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we will
3
have
major arcanas.
Where's the third one?
Oh, 4. I'm sorry.
Oh, right.
Judgment
1,
and the 4.
2, 3. I don't see judgment. Oh, yeah, here. Yes, the fool. And maybe he feels like a fool because he's walking out on a good thing. But I feel as though with him, it's about his career.
Well, it makes sense for a Capricorn.
It just seems like it's his career and it's about money. And, and for her sitting there with the money, it's like maybe she hoards it or she doesn't spend it or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I just know for whatever reason, it's like they come to an end. The end of something where they say it's end, but inwardly it's not over.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get picked. Let me pick up another card. Is it over? Okay, I think they're over.
You tried.
I tried.
We did.
It just started out from negative to negative. It just seemed like it just came to the end.
Yep, and like you said, maybe that's where some of your hope is coming from. Maybe one of them is just trying to hope that they'll be able to overcome this.
Right. Maybe they feel they can overcome, but I feel as though he's done. He's done. I think it just appears to be it's over. And the cards are saying it's over. It's dead. They have been done for a while now. And I guess I'm the one who's struggling with its hope. The cards are saying they're over. And I'm going to find a medium with the card. I'm going to say it's over because I was like that with DDG and Hallie.
Yes,
I get like that. The cards could say one thing. So I'm going to say this. The cards say that they are over. And I'm going to say they're over for now. Mm-hmm. The cards said they're over. The card said DDG and Hallie was over. Mm-hmm. But no, I don't want to accept that. So to end it in a way that's more comfortable for me, they're over for now. And sometimes we do get in conflict with a reading. We do. Just know that. And but as I say, the cards are always right, or are they? Time reveals, right? That's good. So with that being said, is there anything you want to know? It's just sad.
It is.
They just seemed like they had something. They had that specialness.
Yeah, but like Judgment
Earth
said,
and water. Mm-hmm. They just seemed like they
would have nurtured themselves very well.
Right.
But they changed over time. People change. People evolve.
Children.
Yep. Careers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You grow.
Yeah.
You grow out of people, grow away. And I guess Hollywood is different because when you tired, you could just move on.
Yes.
A lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
But in the real world, you kind of struggle to fight, especially if it's finances. But it just seems like sometimes in Hollywood elites, where there is money, they're easy to give up.
Yes. Mm-hmm, most definitely.
Now, I may be wrong in that, but that's what I feel. But they've been together for 9 years, so they did it. They made it. Any marriage make it after 8 years is a blessing.
That's true.
They made it. And even though they weren't married, they were in a relationship. They made it for 8 years. As a matter of fact, they're in their 9th year. God bless them. And they realize at the end that they just can't. I think it's because of careers. I think of outgrowing one another. I think he wants more. I think he's looking for more. I don't know. I just see it's an imbalance with them two.
Got you. Yeah.
with them as people,
Mm-hmm.
not movie stars, but just or famous singers. But I think that they have a disconnect. I think he grew apart from her in some kind of way in their relationship. And I think that she did too, but sometimes don't want to accept that.
Okay.
Because, she probably could stay in it and it's being terrible for the rest of her days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or she could just be, she's not ready to commit. I'm not sure what this is. I just feel as though it's over. It's definitely over, but for now.
I like that.
And that's all I have to say, because they just it's a lot of things going on in the relationship, but nothing deadly.
No.
They just outgrowing or careers, just they're
Missing
not
each
in
other.
sync anymore, huh?
Oh, I said missing each other.
They just they miss each other. And it's not just from one. It just seemed that Orlando wants to move forward. He's the one, even here, it's like, I'm ready to move. You see him moving forward. Here, you even see him sitting up. Here, you see her laying down.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you see her moving forward, inward. But the block is, it's over. Can it be salvaged? When I see this is not necessarily a bad card. It is just a negative, no doubt about it. But it also could mean once things heal.
Oh.
So anyway, that's it. I'm going to try to stop making them together. I'm going to stop right now. That's my read. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy this read, please, by all means, give us a thumbs up. We so appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to us and you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe and become a part of the Sunflower family. We love you and we want you to be a part of us. Is there anything else?
Please leave your comment down below. How do you feel about Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's relationship?
How do you feel? I don't know. I just seen my last thought on Katy, my last thought on her. She seems so out of touch to me. Out of touch, like, I don't know if it's her show. I don't know if it's when she went up in a spacecraft. It's just, she just seems, I don't know. I don't want to say.
Oh, I was going to say maybe she's out of touch because she has to feel some obligations because she.
Or maybe she's out of touch because that's how she copes.
I like that.
Because it's no way she could be a Scorpio and not be deep. Because that's water.
Mm-hmm.
And a serpent.
Yes. And a transformative sign, period.
Absolutely. So maybe there's different personas of her.
Mm-hmm. It
has to be. Well, anyway, I said I was done. So anyway, please, if you enjoyed this reading, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you would like to subscribe to our esoteric station, and this is your judge, you are welcome. We'd love to welcome you to the Sunflower family. And last, if you have any comments, please leave it down below. We so appreciate it. And with that, you know what we say. Sunflowers!